My friend found this in the middle of a Swedish national park, about 30 to 40 meters up a 60-degree downward slope, far from any flat surface. It's in a really inaccessible location, well beyond any trails or campsites. It's strange because it seems so out of place. Any idea what this could be? It looks like a fairy or elf house. Finland has them scattered all over. According to superstition, you should place coins in front of the door for protection. I found this in southeastern Virginia. It's a cast iron-footed object with holes in the feet, presumably for bolts. There's one hole on the near end, and the far end has an indent with two holes. There are no markings, and it's about 20 to 24 inches long. This came from the estate of a guy who collected all kinds of odd things, some related to building and engineering, but his family didn't know what it was either. Any ideas on what this could be? It's the base to a hog oiler. It's missing the part the hog rubs up against to get the oil on their skin. A hog oiler was a mechanical device employed on farms to be used by hogs to provide relief from insects and offer skin protection. It consisted of a reservoir to hold oil and a means to distribute the oil onto the hog, often via grooved wheels or cylinders. Hogs seeking relief would rub up against a wheel or cylinder, causing it to rotate and dispense oil onto their bodies. I found something interesting in a box full of random gardening-related items, including an electric fence, gardening books, and some mason jars. This object has a roller, like a tube wringer, and I'm not sure what it's for. It seems a bit out of place compared to the rest of the items. Does anyone recognize this tool and know its purpose? It's a pea sheller. This tool is used to quickly and efficiently remove the peas from their pods. A handy kitchen gadget, especially useful when preparing large amounts of peas for cooking or freezing. We came across an odd item in my deceased grandparents' barn, a board with two glass jars and a cracker in the middle. We're not sure what it's used for, and despite trying a Google image search, nothing similar came up. It's a bit of a mystery. Any ideas? We'd love to know what this thing might be. It's an incomplete Wimshurst influence machine, an electrostatic generator. It's missing both rotating discs, the brushes, and the conducting wires, which appear to have been removed, possibly cannibalized to repair another Wimshurst generator. Additionally, parts of the Leyden jars and the spark gap are gone, most likely because they were integrated with the conductors. Both drive belts are also missing. So, my friend found these two strange glass jars while going through some old items. They're not really jars, though. Way too thick and heavy for that. Each one weighs around 350 grams, and they're about 6 to 8 centimeters high. They look old, probably between 50 and 100 years old. The walls are super thick, about 1 centimeter, and the inside is hollow, with this spherical hole in the middle. The necks are a little uneven, so they wouldn't really be good for something like a cork. The weird part is that they don't look like typical flasks either. Flasks tend to be much lighter and thinner, right? I'm stumped on their purpose. Any ideas on what these could be? They are glass hand grenades. Clay hand grenades were used in battles from the 15th century onwards, but the first reports of powder-filled glass balls date back to the occupation of Vienna by the Turks in 1683. These glass grenades were notorious for their horrific splinter effect. During the Crimean War, glass grenades were filled with gunpowder or flammable materials. They were particularly effective in narrow trenches. Some British officers even improvised using soda bottles filled with explosives. So my coworker's 99-year-old dad passed away recently, and while going through his things, we found something really odd. It was tucked away in a jar of old keys, and it seems like it might be related to agriculture in some way. It's one of those things that has us scratching our heads, though. We've tried looking it up using Google image search, but no luck so far. It's got a weird shape and texture, but we're still not sure exactly what it's for. Any idea what it could be? It's an antique corn husker. This vintage tool was used to remove the husks from ears of corn, making it easier to process the kernels for various uses. Corn huskers like this one were commonly used before the advent of modern machinery, and they're often considered a collectible item today due to their craftsmanship and historical significance. It was found in an old relative's kitchen drawer, and at first I thought it might be some kind of jar opener, but it doesn't seem sturdy enough for that. The centerpiece can be removed and adjusted, and the whole thing is about 4 inches long. There aren't any markings or labels to help figure out exactly what it's for. Does anyone know what it is? This is a tool designed for removing the top of a soft-boiled egg. Once the top is removed, you can easily scoop out the creamy egg inside with a spoon. I found a rusted metal gear-like thing with a funnel from an old box of Weck jars, at least 50 years old, maybe even older. The funnel has a specific shape, and it's made of a strong but thin metal, possibly tin. It's not heavy, but the gear itself is pretty heavy, probably iron. I've tried searching for the numbers and letters Zigo or Zico online, but I can't find anything that matches. Does anyone have any idea what this could be or what it was used for? These are parts of a hand-crank meat grinder that attaches to the counter. The piece with the holes is where the ground meat is pushed through, while the funnel piece is used for stuffing sausages. I found a closed ceramic jar with holes on top and a spouter handle on the side. It's about 6 inches tall, and the bottom is engraved with the word Beppu. The owner had no idea what it was, and I picked it up at a garage sale. It kind of looks like a frog vest with a spout, but I'm still unsure of its purpose. After searching online, it seems like it might have been made by Stan Beppu, but I can't find much else about it. Has anyone come across something similar or have any idea what this could be? It's a ceramic cheese shaker. A cork goes into the handle. My friend was exploring some undeveloped woods in New England, which happened to have an old dump site. Over time, various items have been found there, ranging from the 1700s to the 1930s. While walking through the area, my friend noticed something white sticking out of the leaves. Upon closer inspection, it turned out to be a metal object with a distinctive face or headpiece and a bird-like figure on the side. The ends are threaded, which suggests it might connect to something else. This object stands out from the rest of the finds, like pottery shards, broken glass, and old farm equipment. The style is unlike anything else found in the area. It seems unique, and there's curiosity about its age. The first thought was that it might be from the Victorian era, or possibly Art Nouveau due to the ornate details. It was initially considered to be a lamp harp, but nothing similar was found in research. The object also resembles handles found on old pickle or condiment jars or bridal baskets, which often had intricate metal detailing. However, none of the examples found match exactly, especially with the face design. It could even be part of a larger ornate piece like a mirror or another item, but its purpose remains unclear. Does anyone have any ideas?